was different once. The land was a place of wonder and beauty. All races lived in peace and harmony. Yet a very long time ago, something happened. Something which we don't even have a name for, because history is lost to us. We can glimpse the past only from the old tales passed down from generation to generation, from the ruins scattered across the land, and indecipherable artifacts uncovered when the earth shakes with violence.
Well, there's my screwdriver.
Now, the land is our enemy. The sky is covered with dark clouds. Weather acts in
Dark Clouds is a pretty good game. Or Dark Cloud is a pretty good game.
Rain might not come for several weeks, but then one day it falls with a fury of the heavens until everything is washed away and lost. Yet the gravest problem is that there is not enough sunlight to grow food. We are trying to survive, but it seems we are losing this battle because we are slowly dying off.
I ended up paying $2 for this screwdriver, by the way. It has multiple heads on it.
Just a boy.
Really good screwdriver.
I lived in a small village on the border of the human domain.
It was from like Lowe's.
I was hunting for food in the forest. I came upon freshly uncovered ruins, the result of a strong earthquake the day before. Usually we stay away from places like this.
Good storytelling so far.
From exploring them. But this time, something pulled me closer.
Yeah, this game is not currently on the game list here for Twitch, so I've just set it to talk shows, by the way, so if I'm like rambling or talking or something, I do apologize ahead of time. But this game is called Tower of Time. The entire morning passed without the sign of a single rabbit. Tracks, no furs, no scat, nothing. Rarely was hunting so bad in the woods surrounding your village. It felt as if something unnatural lingered in the air. Frightening thought of what sent a shiver down your spine as you slowed your pace and gazed through the trees into a scene of total devastation. A good Charlotte concert? The forest laid before you cindered, littered with the jagged rocks of vast chasms. The aftermath of an earthquake 3 days past. Pushing back the impulse to flee home, you move closer. The adults. Keep it right there so I can reach it. Jagged rocks and vast chasms, aftermath, pushing back to home, move closer to adults, told stories of the world, regurgitating treasures from long ago. Just look. You convince yourself. Seriously, shortly rewarded by the thank you, Geeky, for that host. Your curiosity shortly rewarded by the sight of a large fissure emitting a dazzling blue light. Against your better judgment, you squeezed through the gap, leaving behind the world you've always known.
What is this place? It looks like a different world.
It's out of this world, kid. Haka chaka chaka. Perhaps I could turn back. The elders are very strict about all the old stuff. If you come across anything strange that belongs to old times, don't touch it. Press any buttons. Don't take any crystals. Come back tell an adult immediately. Wow, they're scared of their own shadows. They can't hurt to look. Can't hurt to look around. Maybe I'll find food Or treasure. Yeah, some ancient fucking food, kid. That's exactly what you want to fucking eat. Bastard. So I know what I want to do. Hey, let's go get some metal sign with three hands pointing off in any direction. In many directions. Gardens of Sorrow, 3 miles. Ardern Car, 9 miles. Ostwick Bridge, 14 miles. We're across the bridge right now, but those names mean nothing to me. Probably tasty, yeah. It's preserves. I'm starving, actually. As you approach the statue, its eyes flicker with life and it speaks. Welcome to the sanctum of the first Magus. Please state your business. You can talk? Please state your business. I just want to look around. First Magnus awaits you, Ambassador Chunstable, representative of the King under the mountain. Who? Oh, wait a second. I'm just a boy from the village. I was just looking around. There was a... Please present your application, Ambassador. I don't know what you mean. Please represent... I don't have anything to show you. The Sanctum Guardians have been alerted. They will escort you to the administration cap, and please not be alarmed. Sanctum Guardians, maybe I should go back the way I came. Please, stay where you are and do not be alarmed. The Sanctum Guardians have been alerted, and they will escort you to the administrative captain. Resistance is not advised. You wait nervously, ready to run. After a while, nothing happens. You breathe deeply. Below lies a large throne lined with immense luminescent crystals. As you peer over the edge, you focus your attention on one of the larger blue crystals. A faint voice calls out, Link! You're about to start another adventure! Fear as the gatekeeper that turns back the masses. Have courage, your destiny beckons. Who are you? What is this place? I'm gonna tell Dateline NBC. Come to me. The time is nigh. Okay, I need something to snack on here pretty soon. I'm getting jittery. A powerful desire to leap off the edge is this Spencer, this record, I can't even say that correctly. Impeccable to the throne far below washes over you. Sweat breaks across your brow as you force yourself back. Step by step, the voice vanishes, but an irresistible urge to reach the throne remains. You look around for a safe way down.
Remember the time.
Visually, this game looks really damn good. Do you remember the time when we fell in love?
Come on.
Go towards these big old ogres. Look, a boy approaches. Another human after all this time, but a mere child. How intriguing. You don't have the skills to survive this place, boy. Leave now or perish. What? And yet, he's come this far. Motherfucker, I just walked down some steps. How fucking hardcore is this goddamn kingdom? What is it gonna be? Some patio furniture I gotta sit down on? Oh boy, I'm gonna break a brow sweat with that one. Fucking this Harry Potter outcome bullshit. He must be properly trained before he can answer the call. There is no time. He'll never be ready. Ready? Ready for what? No. He must train. Train for what has to come. Well, apparently if I'm on a quest every time I go down a flight of steps now, that's confirmed. I'm ready for the big staircase in front of the Lincoln Memorial. I'm gonna make it. It's actually quite pretty around that area. But does he have the confidence in himself? I don't know. I think I do. He must develop the skill, or else others will manipulate it through him. Yes, he excels at this. Are you capable boy? Do you know magic? Magic? No, of course not. I'm just a hunter. Yes, a hunter indeed. Ellis, do you always know where you aim your bow, even with your eyes shut? Thank you for those biddies. Oh, for fuck's sake. What did you do? What did you do? I'm looking at it. You... What did you do? Thank you for the donation of Owlboy. Oh boy. Thank you so much. I will definitely be playing this one. Yeah, it might be. But again, thank you so much. I'll be definitely playing that one. I switch over to the new computer. Yeah, this game is all laggy. I'll be adding that. Have to install and everything after stream. Oh, I'm definitely going to enjoy it. When I played a bit before, like I was given access to play it for a little while, it was really fun. It was actually pretty good. I have to install it and then grab the save file from that and convert to that one. I ended up trying it for a little while, then uninstalling it because it was, I didn't want to, whatever. Yes, let him pass. Let him be see for himself. Very well. Go ahead, boy. Embrace your fate. You must talk to him. Must be ready. My cousin. Held up the first Magnus Helgana. Held office between that and that of the Eleuthera. Try not to burp. The idea of this game, though, is actually pretty good so far. A boy! You were still a child, yet you heard my call. How can this be? Tell me. I don't know. Please, let me go. I'm scared. I just want to go home. Yes, I can sense your fear, but this fear does not rule your heart. There's something else. You are different, as I once was long ago. Yeah, my wish list is horrible. Like, I looked at that and I started crying. What did the Guardians tell you? Nothing. They told me nothing. I'm not different. I'm just a boy from the village. I was... No, you are stronger and smarter than the others. They will come to respect you, follow you without question. And those who offer their loyalty will come to fear you. I'm just a boy, not yet a woman. All I need is time. Nobody fears me. Not yet, boy. You're inexperienced. Your ability underdeveloped, but there's no mistake. Such dormant, feral, raw power. An undisputable match. I don't know what you mean. Who are you? What is this place? There's much to explain where I have the will, but do not possess the time. I grow weaker in this by the moment. Took all my strength to raise the tower again. I must reset. I must reset, yeah. I must rest now. What are you talking about? What do you want of me? Please let me go. Let you go, of course. In time, you will forget this place. You will grow strong and skillful and find possession in your world. For this, before I release you, I entrust to you the insatiable desire to return. I feel so strange. What are you doing to... This is turning fucking dank. Stop whispering to me. It's so loud. Stop. I don't want to come back here ever. For some day, many days from now, you will return to this place, seek me in its depth, and on that day, my power is recovered, we will talk again. Please, please let me go. I'll write a book. Forgive me, boy. You will come to understand, I promise. The memory of this meeting will vanish from your mind once you leave this place, but you will return and you will file charges against Bill Cosby, as surely as a seedling reaches for the sun. Now go. Run. This place is not safe for a child, even for you. Learn thyself, give thyself the world as I have. Return when you are ready. Do 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 do. Hey Sean, how you doing? Do 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 do. Oop, cutscene.
I went down the stairs and came upon a big room made of metal. In the middle sat a strange chair, a throne made of crystal which seemed to be swirling with light. I felt a strong compulsion to approach and touch it, and so I sat upon the throne. But a sudden torrent of light and sound enveloped me, overwhelmed me, and knocked me off the throne. I ran away as quickly as I could. I never told anyone of this, for the fear of being deemed tainted and banished from the village.
Poor kid.
This was the way of my people. I tried to forget the experience, yet the visions granted to me by this throne did not go away, even growing stronger over time. Every night I had terrible nightmares, yet I did not remember anything when I woke up. During the day I drew strange symbols in the sand, yet I had no understanding of what they meant. People shied away from me, and I think they feared me. But I was an excellent hunter, so they let me stay in the village. And over time, they learned to accept me for what I had become. Then,
Yeah, it's 2017. Why not?
unexpectedly, it all
So,
mind finally understood the visions and their sequence and was able to put it all together. I
so
understood
far I'm
that
really
the
liking the story a lot. It's actually
was
pretty good.
located on
I
the
mean, I'm
top
giving the
of
game
the
shit, but I'm
mountains
also
above
teasing
the
it, like, if
Emperor's
you will. It's
castle.
actually, I'm liking
But
this.
these were not ruins, but a great tower buried deep and buried upside down. Some immense force once lifted this construction into the air, rotated it, and then thrusted it deep into the ground.
Ooh,
What I
that sounds
also
hot.
understood was that I had to come back to this place, for within resided the only thing which could save us all.
Oh. Yeah, actually the story so far, I'm really loving this.
Command of a king and a good friend. For my service, I was granted a favor. I
Like
asked
Spock.
to be given a small force of men and resources, so I could return to the village where I was born. It was a strange favor, for this place was now abandoned, as the human kingdom was shrinking ever smaller. Our good king saw that reclaiming this land could give the people the one thing they needed the most: hope. So he agreed to my request.
He's like, hey, long time no see, give me a hug.
So here I am, returning to the very place that was always pulling me. It is now a desolate place. Little remains of my village. Most of it has rotted or been washed away. Yet the tower is undamaged. The land has shifted, and more levels of this great construction are visible now. I order my men to set up camp, and I send my two greatest warriors.
He does! That picture looks like Spock. Looks like Leonard Nimoy, I couldn't help it.
And control them if I must.
You know he looked just like him.
Time to fulfill my
Original series right there.
and save us all. Should I fail, this will be the end of everything.
So there's very vague elements of what the fuck is going on in the world, though. Like, they're not as elaborate towards why the world's ending. They're kind of saying it is ending, but that's it, leaving it like that. He did? Man, looks like fucking Spock. Long last. Just as impressive as I remember. I've not seen anything like this. So many stone buildings in one place, ruined through they are. It must have been a city far greater than anything we have today. Perhaps it will help us reach that level once again. You must notice the vegetation. Whether by natural or enhanced means, something about the soil produces abundant life. Key to our salvation. Whoever returns with the secret will be king of all Atara. Or queen. Not so fast. Even every inch of soil here we sowed. Still, it can't, or couldn't, feed it half the human population. Never mind the dwarves, the elves, or the frostling. True. But where are the one secret? There are many others. Such secrets may indeed hold the key to healing the land as our crops grow weaker with each year. We spend more and more time quarreling over meager yields, leaving one less time to focus on the next harvest. One way or another, the cycle must end. The potential here could be limitless. Its secrets you seek, then its secrets I will uncover. But may be unsafe, my lord. Maeve and I should scout the area before you proceed, for unnecessary risks. While appreciated, your concern is unwarranted, my old friend. After all, I survived this place as a child. You are no longer a child, my lord. You're our commander, and we sow an oath to protect you. There may be outlaws or raiders lurking. Ha! Thought of such scoundrels never crossed my mind. You do not know know, my lord, as well as I do, Maeve. I've lost count of number of battles we fought, believe me. I can handle myself better than you and I together. I'm well aware of my lord as skilled fighter, but this is a matter of regulation and duty. Kane, I'm sorry, my stomach's grumbling right now and I'm trying to fight back the hunger pain. Kane, I shouldn't have to remind you of that. A commander primary task is to command, ours to obey. In this instance, ensure his welfare. Maeve is right, of course. We cannot afford to lose you in some unforeseen danger or a long-forgotten trap. Allow us to clear the way and provide safe passage. At your discretion, old friend, but you do, before you depart, the few things you should know. I'm secretly a man who's now a woman, and I will be queen someday. You're just here to help me get along with that, but that's okay. It unnerves me that I don't remember such much about this place. I recall it as if it were waking from a dream, clearly fleeing from such of each passing second. The more I try to force myself to remember, the less clear it becomes, as if something beyond my own works against me. I do remember a sense of unease about the place and some strange mechanisms and statues made of stone and metal, and also something about the crystals of this place. Do not touch any crystals. Do not remember exactly why not, but the thought of crystals bring a strong sense of dread to my heart. Ah yes, I remember a nearly irresistible urge to leap down from the high ledge elsewhere. The strange that is would become through to me so clearly. Pardon me. When all else is clouded, perhaps it is a warning about this place interferes with one's judgment. Whatever the case, please keep a close eye on each other, and please, be safe, my friends. As you command, my lord. I will wait the rest of our group to follow you down once they arrive. Normally I would allow the lady to go first, but duty calls for a stronger arm and the keenest combat sense to lead. Get behind me and stay close, fair maiden. Kane, this is going to be a long journey. Did you already forget what happened the last time you called me that? So, tell me more about my lord. You've known it, or tell me more about my lord. You've known him more longer than I. I do not know how best to describe him. He is different. What do you mean? Well, for one, he wasn't highborn. He earned the king's respect in his position through service and skill. I have been the king's guard for about 5 years. When he first joined, a formidable fighter and a quick learner. He showed immediate skill, or immediate potential, but he often had this odd, distant look in his eyes. So odd. I'll tell you the truth, it spooked most of the other men. And what of this tower? Does he truly seek a way to heal the land? Or are we on a fool's errand? You have spilled blood with a man on the battlefield, you know his mantle. But I don't know what awaits for us here. I could tell one thing. Whatever he seeks in this place, he believes it will help us all. That's good enough for me. This unbroken statue is made of smooth, glass-like stone, the likes of which you have never seen before. Next to it is a wooden sign with the inscription, "Here at the fringe of the great northern forest, wise travelers seek the boon of Rala Choke. Whisper to her name of your dearest and gain the grace of the willow and the strength of the oak." Snickering. What's the matter, Kane? Don't think it would work if you whispered your own name? Feels rather naive superstition. Besides, you have no time to waste conversing with the lump of rock. Let's go. Sheesh, lighten up, shield guard. I'm just joking. Just kidding. Stop being serious. God. By the great spirits, what is this? The water is so clear you can see right through it. Hey, sweet too. The merchants back at the sea would pay a week's wages for a picture of this. Look below. Have you seen fruit trees like that? If a merchant would pay a week's wage for a pitcher of water, they'll give a well thing. Be careful not to really do anything it might do to you. He didn't have any second thoughts about drinking water here. Take a bite. They're amazing. I'll take your word for it. One of us will have a clear head when you turn out to be poisonous. I wonder if those why those trees cling so close to each other. As your champions cautiously traverse the path, they pause as the approach of a strange rattling sound, neither time to utter a word. As a group of animated skeletons around the corner, running straight at them. Cain and Knave fumble for their weapons, drawing steel at the nick of time. This is your first combat encounter. Unlike all the others, this one is predestined. They're predefined waves of enemies. Different types. Survive until all enemies are defeated. Use your skill wisely, as champions of mana regenerate quite slow. Yet. The purpose is to explain the basics of Tower of Time combat system, which is quite complex and have multiple battle modes that are quite different that require a different approach. Enemies in this combat will reduce damage output. Use this opportunity to experiment with movement and skills. If you want to restart the tutorial, press the arrow key on the top. Top right. If you can restart any battle that way. If you find combat too easy, too hard, you can change the overall difficulty at any point in the game in the options and settings menu. Good luck. Thank you. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Risen warriors, melee combat ability, enemies with weak attack. They don't pose a threat to Cain with his high armor, but can be a danger to Maeve. Do not let them get close to her. Slow time, spacebar key, or you can see that the red lines show the something or other. Rather do Okay, I'm starting to get the hang of it. Yeah. Risen Archer and 2 Risen Rain avoid their fireball skill, indicated by the red circle. Draw a wall between them and your group. Okay. Pick him. Dead Knights have large melee abilities with high armor. They also project armor aura. Plus the armor on all enemies are close by, indicated the blue circle underneath. So they have a heal, like a armor aura or whatever. But anyway. Okay, so we'll use them fire arrows. We'll have her move over here. Okay, we'll press Q. Okay, we'll have some steel gauntlets. Wish I had a way to actually heal his ass. I lost focus on what the hell he was doing, so I ended up just like zoning out and mostly using her, so he ended up getting killed. I had not seen them with my own eyes, fought them with my own hands, dead, risen from the ground? What evil is this? Such undying determination, look there! Severed arm still twitches, intent to continue the fight. I'm just glad they fell easily enough with blade and arrow. Perhaps we were just lucky. Next time, withdraw further back. Your bow is no use to them in the front line. Your presence only distracts me from the battle. You were dispatched to living dead, and then you lecture me about tactics? Really, Kane? Sometimes you take your duty and your rank too far. After all, we haven't heard their approach. We wouldn't have been ambushed here. You heard their approach? Ha! I already held my blade before we even saw them coming. The years of training hasn't turned me on or off. It just kicks in and it's needed. Whatever you say, Kane. Arguing with you is like talking to a stone wall. Let me go back and tell my lord about this? Not yet. There's more of them ahead. Let's continue on. Agreed. Well then, lead the way. A warrior with cat-like reflexes. Go ahead and save. Inside the cave, you see your champion see an animal that resembles a dog, only reaches to Kane's shoulder. It's feeding savagely and knows your party, and they walk away quietly. The Parable of the Little Brother. Road Artan, I'm the strongest in Nana. So to the south my path must be. My horse is packed, my farewells said, yet my big brothers will not look upon me. They will say I will abandon them, that magic changes men, and I'll swear I have not leave until I see my niece. They face me again. Look at this riddle again. I gotta make sure they look at him again. I'm loving this part. Remember me, it has been added to my inventory. Inventory has been shared between all your heroes. Each hero has basic equipment, white. When you remove any of the magic items from the character slot, it's automatically equipped if given the items restricted to the class. The skills panel shows you or allows you to upgrade your hero's activated abilities. Upgrade the main skill. Upgrade of the main skill costs 3 skill points. Adding booster effects costs 1 skill point. Boosters can add additional effects to the main skill, but they cannot be upgraded over the level of the base skill. Unlike skills. Oh, he can't heal himself. I'm an idiot. I'm over here like, I wish he could heal himself. Oh, boy. Yeah, I want to use that. Why you no let me? Alright, so that gives threat generation, I think. Well, okay. Okay, points refund, I don't care. Sure. Smoke screen, which is blinds enemies. Okay, you can blind them with that. That's a heal wounds. Raj. Upgrade that one. Alright, I see some other icon there over their heads. I have no idea what the hell that's for. Okay, that. He's adorable. Okay, skill points left. For now, we'll leave it like that, and then I'll put that afterwards. Okay, he looks like he's a... I'll put some of the speed as well. Because that skill cooldown will be a whole lot nicer to have later on. That to him. Wait, did it reset? I'll have to commit it, that's why. Oh, I gotta prove it. Okay, we'll give her that. That. Give her a little bit extra life so she can actually get hit her once or twice. Okay. Very straightforward. I'm not disliking this. Combat system's actually pretty cool. Real time, which isn't too shabby. Quartermaster, eh? We should investigate. There should be information or some could be information of value within. Value? The door's open. Come on. Nothing more than a collapsed stairwell. It must descend for some depth. I can't make out the bottom. There's light shining though, but this space is too narrow for us. You think this is how the skeletons came through the surface? What if the level below is swarming with them? Ah, hardly a worry. I thought their weapons can penetrate my armor. In case you didn't notice, I'm not wearing any of your fancy shield guard plate. My life before my comrades, always. The third virtue of the king's champion. You should know me better by that now, Marvy, or whatever. Go. A strange mechanism stands before your party. There are some letters engraved in the pedestal that reads "Gardens." This teleporter was commissioned by Baracus, a master craftsmith, in the year 42 of teleporter. Did it teleport and where? Perhaps it's, as the old tales say, the ancients could move over large distances in the blink of an eye. Maybe so, but this one doesn't seem to be working, which is fine by me. I prefer to save my 2 legs on where I need to go. Besides, the idea of disappearing and reappearing in thin air doesn't sit well with me. I don't recognize any of these places. No, there's no way in this cavern to be 14 miles wide. This must have been on the surface at some point. Curious, so much human history has been lost. Maybe this place will tell us about the events that brought us to our world to ruin. Reliving the past will bring us nothing but grief. We must look to the future to survive. If there's any man that can see into the future, I'll trust that man to will, my lord. Hope you're right, Kane. Our dominion over the land weakens with each passing year. There's no time left for mistakes. If this place is indeed the place of power, the only question that matters is how will this place, or how will this power be used? I truly hope his intentions, our actions, are sworn to loyalty, are honorable ones. Only the spirits are all-knowing, Marv? Or maybe, or whatever. All the rest of us can do is live each day with humanity and honor. Cling tight to our ideals no matter what the day brings. Chasm below seems endless. Your champion can make out the vague structures deep below, but they are too distant to even guess what they might be. Unbelievable. Look at that creature. Forged from stone and crystal. He never mentioned the meaning all these years ago. Then he found this place as a child. Perhaps it's one of those Sanctum Guardians. I don't like the looks of it. Let's find another way around. There's no time for sneaking around in the shadows. We are on official business. This creature will yield or face my sword. We are so fucked. Upon closer inspection, the creature appears heavily damaged, its stone surface chipped away in numerous places, the crystal portions cracked, releasing bright, pulsating purple light. The creature turns its head towards your champions and emits a strange, high-pitched sound, slow at first, but then increasingly frequency. I think it's trying to talk, but the damage is too great. I wonder if... The creature suddenly changes position, its giant arms poised to strike. It would seem we're not welcome in this place. Alright. If it won't let us pass to the crystal throne without a fight, then the fight it will receive. If this much damage, one hit my sword should shatter it. Whatever it is. Less talking, more shattering. Right behind you. Please, spare me the lecture on tactics this time. The thing made of stone and crystals is blocking the way. One hit by Kane's sword should shatter it. It cannot pose a great danger. Being so damaged, can it? It barely moves as It barely moves as it approaches, leaking light from its body. This is battle screen. Withdraw. What if there's like a way you can have multiple options of engaging something like that? See if I can go back here and find a diplomatic way to engage that creature. I don't want to hurt it. It's a good guy. I don't want to kill it. You can go back outside and get what's his face, and he can talk to the golem, and the golem will be like, "Oh, yeah, hey, homie," and it'll just let us through. Gin and juice. Laid back. Interesting. Hey, where the hell's the guy? That's so weird, like it disappeared, like the entrance disappeared, so I have to fight him. That sucks. Those golems aren't really hostile, or they're not supposed to be hostile. I do like the music in this a lot, though. It's really atmospheric. This being even early access, it's impressive. Alright, bring it on, Golem. I feel bad about this. So be it, motherfucker. Alright, let's have Jeff Goldblum here start the battle. him. Cooldown on that is pretty, got some pants. And Kane is scoring like a bandit. Probably end up just giving it to Maeve, though, if she can actually wear it. Just even out the tank. You know, he's supposed to be a tank, so I'm trying to give him the most armor, so it's like he can absorb shit, and she can just be kind of glassy for now. Marv? Right here. Are you hurt? I am fine. It was a close one, though. My sword wasn't very effective against those things. We should ask my lord if he could part with this fire sword. Elemental weapon. Excellent idea, though. I presume you wouldn't be glad to relinquish such a fine weapon. The path to the throne is clear. I must tell the lord at once. The crystal throne, so many times it appeared in my dreams as a child, though I have no justification for it. I feel as if reunited with it. Old friend. You feel a strange compulsion, the urge that you felt all those years ago drawing you to the throne. You hesitate for a moment, resisting the pull as far easier as you remember, then sit with swift determination. A jolt of energy rushes through your body, overwhelming all your senses at once. Sight, hearing, smell, touch, even the taste in your mouth seems to be 100 times more sensitive. As the feeling subsides, you realize with awe you are no longer limited to the senses of your own body. You can see, hear, and feel as if your own champion sees, hears, and feels. Are you alright, friend? Yes. I need a moment, Kane, Mariv. Although I have no explanation, I can see through your eyes and hear myself speaking through your ears. Magic. Are you sure it can be trusted, my lord? Speak plainly. I am not. These times are great risk. The world above grows weaker each year, and we come here for something. Perhaps this is it? Besides, what do we have to lose? You're right, my old friend. Great power, I just accidentally clicked the next button. However, if and when we find this power in the depths below, I do not wield it until we have determined understand its origins. If it is here, we will find it. If its secrets are recorded in this place, we will uncover them. Just give us the command. Wait a moment, Cain. Can't you tell us anything more about what this power is? And what can we do to expect to find below if we were to search for it? Unfortunately, I cannot. The throne is not specific. I am filled with a feeling, nothing more. As to what lays below, this is as far as my childhood journey brought me. Whatever you encounter below would be much more of a mystery to me as it is to you. As I know we are running out of time, and I want our children and our great-grandchildren to have lives worth living. We must act quickly. The power in this place is our best hope, and sadly I fear our last. It is time for you to descend below, and before you go I have something for you. Cain, take this. I found it many years ago in a ruined city. It served me well, but you have more use for it. Insect one of the falling sword chance. As for you, Marv, this is a heirloom has been in my family for many generations. It saved me many times I recall. Put it to good use. It will bring back when you no longer, and bring it back when you no longer need it. I'll take the mana. Aw, yeah. They are the stairs that lead below. Everything is at stake. We can't fail. Go now and look after each other. There you go. Oh, looks like it only goes for her. Okay. But specific of who can wear it. Wait, what? Use, turn to the city. Use, please return to the city. Okay. The statue is unlike the others. Has very fine features and seems so lifelike. You expect it to leap from the pedestal at any moment. An engraving at the bottom reads, First Magnus Proteus. I feel as if living eyes are upon us, watching our every move. You mean this statue? I feel it too. He is pointing towards the stairs. Perhaps we should not disappoint him, shall we? Later, Mr. First Magnus. After 2 decades, you come back to the tower, the place that had been drawing you so exuberantly since that fateful day so many years ago. You sit upon the crystal throne. A very familiar feeling comes across you, as if you have done it all your life. You probe the surroundings with your newly found senses and marvel. You move your attention to Cain and Marv as they descend the seemingly endless flight of stairs. You can see through their eyes and hear as if they were hear what they say to each other, as if you were a ghost, floating right above their head. The ancients must have been powerful indeed to have commanded such magic of this type. Yet for all their might and refinement, something happened that crushed their civilization, leaving a broken land as your heritage. You are jealous of the thrill of adventure that you sit here while your friends are walking through the unknown. Yet you have no choice. You must stay here and reclaim the surface. However, you have a feeling, a premonition that you will need stay here, or in this mission will surely fail. You shake a growling feeling of dread and at the immense responsibility that you must now bear. Merry Christmas, my cousin. Thank you very much for those biddies, sir. You shake a growing feeling of dread at the immense responsibility you must now bear, and now you must focus your senses only on your party. They have reached the level 1 of the tower. Your quest begins. The hell? Smiles. What is the matter, Kay? Too much pheasant and ale last night? You look a little winded. I counted almost 1,000 steps. A simple task in light leathers. Next time, you wear my armor, bear my shield, carry my hefty blade, and I'll carry your little bow. And then you'll see who's making jokes at the bottom. Thanks, but your armor wouldn't fit me. I'm afraid my lady's bow needs a delicate touch. Thanks to the offers, shield guard. So this is it, the tower. Such little decay for such a old place. The air is certainly stale, but breathable. As soon as you caught your breath then, our grand